SacTown Movie Buffs TV with your host, Kier Stoves.
And welcome back to another edition of SacTown Movie Buff Television. Once again, it's your host, Kier the Critic.
And your bestie, Bunny Stewart.
And today in the studio, we have actress Tisha Leigh. How you doing today?
I'm good, thank you. Excited to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, thanks for being on the show.
Absolutely.
Greatly appreciate it. So we originally met about a year ago.
Yes.
For The Donor, which
Yep.
was a big premiere for
Yes.
Raphael directed it.
Yes.
Had a lot of great stars were in there. Had
Yes.
Tom Sizemore, which was one of his last films before he passed away.
Sadly, yes, it was.
And then also had Robert Lasardo
Yes.
was in there as well. So,
Yes.
was that kind of like your first foray getting back into acting? Then,
No,
or?
that was my very first film ever. I'm very new to acting, believe it or not. I've only been doing it about 2.5 years, just under
Wow.
3 years. So that was my very first film, which was exciting because I actually had a role in. We did this club scene, and I was kind of in the background, so you don't see me as well. But then I was asked to be in the scene with Tom Sizemore, like up close and personal, which was like, are you kidding?
Right.
So that was really exciting. It was cool. It was a lot
for
of
your
fun.
first role, you get to be
Yeah.
with like a major, film star.
Exactly.
Some of my favorite films have Tom Sizemore.
Oh
starred
yeah,
in,
Saving Private Ryan,
Yeah.
and oh yeah,
he's been in a lot.
nice
of,
guy too. Was
Yeah.
a really nice guy.
Yeah. So how was
fun.
that experience overall?
I mean, I would have liked to have chatted with him a little more, but they were still, of course, filming by the time I was finished. But it was wonderful. I mean, Raphael was great. Everybody was great to work with. And it was, like I said, my first time really being on a real film set. Yeah,
Right.
and so, I mean, it was wonderful. It was a lot of fun. And that was kind of, I think, when I really thought, yeah, I could do this
Right.
on a regular basis,
So I mean, having not been in films as a child, and that, so
Yep.
how did
Not at all.
you get into acting as an adult?
Well, it's funny. I mean, I feel like I've always been drawn to it. I used to play act in my room as a kid by myself all the time, but I was very shy. So I always wanted to kind of try it. And then, a couple of years ago, I found Studio 24 in Folsom, and I started taking acting classes. And part of it was just to get out and meet people and give it a try. And I started with like a commercial workshop and a voiceover workshop. And the more I did it, the more I just loved it. I really enjoyed it. And they're wonderful because they're all about guiding actors and helping actors try to get their foot in the door in the industry, teaching you how to go about it. Because, it's not an easy industry to break into,
not at all.
if you don't know anybody. So they're wonderful. So I have to rave about the studio. And then, I just got my headshots and started I was on casting sites and started submitting and auditioning, and to my surprise, in just 2.5 years, I will have 10 films on my resume.
Wow.
Yeah, I've already.
Went from nothing to.
It went from nothing to, and one commercial. I did a commercial for Jackson Rancheria, which was a lot of fun.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I never
I think
got to
I saw you on
Did you?
that.
I
think
never
I
saw
did.
it, but I have friends who saw it, and they're like, "Yeah, we saw you in the restaurant scene." So I'm like, "Right on."
Oh my gosh, you know what's so funny? I think I tried out for that same commercial and I didn't get it.
Oh,
That's why I was like, I was
Oh
really
my
aware
gosh.
of it. I was like, oh, she's beautiful.
it was fun. It was fun. I mean, we were talking. You can't really, I don't think hear us talking in the commercial, but still,
Right.
it was cool. It was just, they're like, just eat your food and just hang out and chat, and I'm like, oh yeah, I can do
You're like,
this.
am I getting paid for this?
Right, and the food was good on top of that.
crazy.
So
Yeah.
You could actually eat
we could
the
totally
pot
eat the food. Absolutely.
Okay, now that is-
It was
that is
good.
different.
It was
Better,
good.
they
So
didn't bring out
yeah.
that fake,
Exactly. So yeah,
styrofoam that they spray
Oh
paint
no,
color.
this was the real deal, and
Yeah.
it was good. We were pretty spoiled. Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. So
that's
yeah, in just 2.5 years.
fantastic.
So yeah, so and people have been great. I love it. I'm having a blast. Yeah,
Well, I
it's
can
fun.
tell you are just such a sunshine,
Oh.
and I think
Thank
having you
you.
on any set would be such an
Oh
incredible
well, thank
asset.
you.
I'm
I'm flattered. Thank you.
What are your favorite roles that you've played so far?
Oh my gosh. Honestly, I've loved all of them, really. I mean, however, there is one that stands out, and I can't really talk about it, but
because it's your upcoming.
it's I actually finished filming it a couple months ago. It's a sci-fi film, and
Okay.
it's written and directed by Enoch Jones,
Okay.
he and his crew were fantastic to work with.
Wow.
Yeah, so again, I can't say anymore,
Right,
unfortunately, but honestly, I hate to pick favorites, but I really enjoyed doing that character. It was a little different than kind of what I'd done before.
Right. So sometimes I think that makes it, you be able
Yeah.
to step out of your kind of comfort
Kind
zone
of,
and do
yeah.
something a little bit different, or,
And it just
just a different
exactly,
type of role. So,
exactly,
I know.
yeah. So, and hopefully there's going to be some continuation with that. So we'll see. Fingers crossed.
Very
Yeah.
cool. Very
Yeah.
cool. Anything upcoming that you're also working on?
There are some things on the horizon that I'm looking forward to. I just finished Zombie Anonymous, that was written and directed by Shonda Christensen, who you might know. Another great cast and crew.
Cool. I'm really happy for you.
Thank you.
kinda
It's
started
exciting.
And then all of a sudden, like,
You
just
know,
kind of flourished.
I didn't
Yeah.
really expect it, to be honest with you. I really did not expect it. But it's just, I thought, just put it out there.
Oh,
See
yeah.
what happens. I'm starting this a little later in life than most people, but
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
hey, it doesn't matter.
better late than never,
Exactly,
and
yeah.
I'm having a
you've
blast.
Obviously, you've had a lot of success in a short amount of time to making up for lost time.
I mean, I
so,
feel
yeah.
like I have. Yeah, I feel like I have. It's kind of like, just kind of see where it goes.
Yeah.
And, I just keep submitting and, getting those media requests and just go from there. So hopefully it continues.
Yeah, absolutely. Any particular roles that you would like to play, or genres that you haven't done?
Oh
you'd
my
like to
gosh,
do,
you're
or-
really gonna get me started on this.
Yeah.
I am a fantasy lover.
Okay.
I'm like big Lord of the Rings fan.
Okay.
Like, oh my gosh. So
So something
fantasy
kind of in
and
that
sci-fi.
realm.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Game of Thrones.
I could totally see
Do
you,
you know-
in some
Real-
Game of Thrones,
Thank
like
you.
Renaissance, like Queen.
Thank
you've
you,
got
thank you,
queen
girl,
energy.
thank you. See, and that's exactly what I would love to do, because
Very
I love that anything can happen. You can ride a dragon, you can, fight an army of orcs or whatever. It's
sure,
just I don't know. It's my genre for sure. But really, I mean anything that's fun. But
Very cool.
yeah, so open to anything.
Yeah. So if Peter Jackson's looking for you for his next film or book he's
I
writing,
wish.
so what's the best way to get a hold of you?
Oh
How
my
can they get in
gosh.
contact with you?
Well, I'm on social media as Tisha Leigh actor. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. So that's probably the best way to get in touch with me.
Very cool.
Yeah,
Well,
social
thank
media.
you so much for being on the
Thank
show.
you,
We'll
you
definitely
guys.
Thank you again for watching another edition of SacTown Movie Buff Television. We'll be back again soon with another episode. Have a great day.